Good morning, grade 7 students. In this session, we're going to start with our new chapter talking about the plants. So, in this chapter, we're going to talk about the nutritive needs of the green plants. What do the green plants need in order to grow? How do they get these needs? And how these conditions differ from one plant to another. Let's start step by step with this lesson. First of all, if you have a horse, if a horse gets hungry, what does it do? Simply, it's going to nibble the grass, going to eat the grass. So the grass is the food for the horse. While if a tiger gets hungry, what does it do? Sure, it's going to hunt a prey and it's going to eat this prey. This is for the tiger and for the horse. What about you as a human being? As a human, if you got hungry, what do? Either you're going to cook food, but most of you they didn't do so. Or you're going to order food. So all of you are going to do this. You are going to order Macdo, you are going to order KFC or whatever. So this is the most of you do this. But what about the green plants? What do? How do they get the food? How do they eat this food? Let's start first with these four important elements. We have number one, we have light, we have water, and the symbol of water in chemistry is H2O. We have CO2, which is the carbon dioxide, and also we have the mineral salts, which is number four. This is number three, and this is number four. These are the elements needed for the growth. Okay, we will see. So if these are the elements needed for the grass, we will see. So first we have light, which is the sunlight. Second, we have water, which is the H2O. Third, we have carbon dioxide, CO2. And number four, we have the minerals, or you can say mineral salts. So here we have four important elements. How do they get them? How do they help the plant? Let's see. So first, what is the definition of the green plants? Green plants, they are the plants that contain a chlorophyll, the green chlorophyll. What is the chlorophyll? This is the definition of the green plants, and this is the definition of chlorophyll. What do you know about chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is the pigment in the green plants. It's a substance, dots in the green plants. These pigments, they absorb the sunlight. Whenever they absorb the sunlight, this will give the green plant its color, the green color. So chlorophyll is the pigment in green plants. It's like dots in green plants. These pigments, they will give the green color for the leaves of the green plants. How? The chlorophyll absorbs sunlight. Whenever the sunlight comes to the plant, this will hit the chlorophyll and this will give the green color of the leaf. These are called the chlorophyllic plant that are green in color. Whatever you have some plants, they are not green in color. They have different colors like violet, like blue, and others. So these they miss the chlorophyll. They don't have chlorophyll. So they called non-chlorophyllic plants. So we have chlorophyllic plants. What the meaning of this? Meaning that they have the pigment which is called the chlorophyll, and the non-chlorophyllic they miss this chlorophyll. They don't have this chlorophyll, meaning that they are not green in color. So pay attention to this note. The green plants, they are the plants that contain the green pigment which is called chlorophyll. So they have the chlorophyll which absorbs the sunlight and give the green color of the leaf. So these plants, they are called chlorophyllic plants. Why they are called chlorophyllic plants? Because they have the chlorophyll. So this chlorophyll is very important to give the green color for the leaf of the plants and also for the stem sometimes. So these plants, they are called chlorophyllc. However, some plants, they don't have this chlorophyll, so are classified as non-chlorophyllc because they miss the chlorophyll. So let's start here. We move to the definition of the green plants and also for the definition of the chlorophyll. Let's start with the experiments step by step. First, we have the first experiment. The objective of this experiment is to study the importance of water for the growth of green plants. So first, we have to study the importance of water for the growth of green plants. So in this experiment, the aim or the objective or the purpose of this experiment is to study the growth of green plants. So let's see, who can give me what is the posed problem? Watch the lecture video can answer this. What is the posed problem? Yes, Lynn Khalifi.
Water.
What is the posed problem?
What is the importance of water for the growth of green plants?
What is the
Importance of
uh,
water
yes?
for the growth of green plants.
Excellent. So what is the importance of water for the growth of green plants? So this is the posed problem. So this is the posed problem. What is the importance? Can you repeat it, Lynn?
What is the importance of water for the
Yes.
growth of green plants?
Very good. So this is the first, very good. So Lynn said, what is the importance of water for the growth of green plants? So what is the importance of water? How did you get this, Lynn? Can you tell us how did you get the pose the problem? From what? Yes, Neil Khalid.
From the objective.
From the objective, very good. From the aim or the objective, very good. So, what is the importance of water for the growth of green plants? And don't forget, you have to put the question mark. This is the question mark. Okay? So, always and always, the pose the problem and the objective, which also have the name, the aim, or we can say it's the purpose. All of them, they have the same meaning, or the objective, or the goal of the experiment. So the purpose of this experiment is to study the importance of water for the growth of the green plants. Pose the problem from now on. Aim, we know what is the aim. If I tell you in an exam, for example, give me or pick out the aim, simply the aim of this experiment is to study the importance of water for the growth of green plants. It's already. But if I told you I wanted to pose the problem, it's very, very similar to the aim or the purpose, but it should be in the form of a question. So the pose the problem from now on should be in the form of question. So what is the pose the problem? What is the importance of the water for the growth of green plants? From where did I get it? I get it from here. I ask in the form of question. So to study the importance, so what is the importance? So WH question, what is the importance of water for the growth of green plants? So in this experiment, we are studying the water importance for the growth of green plants. In first figure, figure 1 of plant 1, we have watering a cornfield. So water exists. So we have water. While in the second figure, figure 2, in a dry season, meaning that there is no water in the second one. No water. The plant, they grow slowly and finally they will die. Here, the weather. Weather meaning that they become smaller in size and eventually they will die. Withers meaning that يدبلوا. Okay? So here we have water in figure 1 and here we have no water. So if I ask you, Ya Hassan Ijradi, what is the variable factor between plant 1 and plant 2? Can you tell me, Hassan?
Yes, Ustaz, what's the question?
What is the variable factor between plant 1 and plant 2? Plant 1 we have water, plant 2 we don't have water. So what is the variable factor?
The water.
Water, very good. So water is the difference between experiment 1 and plant 1 and plant 2. So this is called the variable factor. Very good. So till now we have three important notes. First one was the aim or the purpose of the objective. We identify what is the aim, what is the purpose, what is the problem, number 2. And number 3, we identified the variable factor. Variable factor is very important. Variable meaning that a difference. Variable factor the factor that is different between experiment and another one. So this is called the variable factor. So let's move now to talk about the experiment. Here they said complete the following table of conditions and results. Remember, in digestion, we have the same table. We have legend, plus it means presence, and minus it means absence. We have to draw the table using a pencil. You have to fill it using the pen and not using a pencil. And drawing the table should be done using a pencil and using a ruler for sure. Yeah, and you can fill it using a pen normally. So from now on, no pencils are allowed in grade 7 unless you have to draw the table or to draw the graph. Otherwise, everything should be in pen. The title for the table should be in pen. Completing the table and filling the table should be in pen. Pencils are not allowed anymore. Grade 7 students. Here we have the table of condition. Here we have the table, we have water and minerals. So here we can, for example, if you want, we can uh, divide this into two. You can make it here only for water, and this one is for minerals. If you want, you can make it divided into two. Here I make it only as one, but you can make it minerals. Here, both of them, they contain minerals. Okay? So here, first of all, both of them, they contain light. They have light. So light is present in plant 1 and plant 2. CO2, carbon dioxide, is present in both plants 1 and 2. Minerals present in both plants 1 and 2, while the variable factor, as Hassan said, is the water, is present in plant 1, while it's absent in plant 2. So in plant 1, it grows normally. The green plant, they grow normally, they grow tall and they grow green in color and they have normal growth. However, plants 2 that lack the water. The word lack meaning that it doesn't contain, okay, lack water. So they lack water. From now on, you have to use this word, lacks, okay. The word lack meaning that it doesn't contain, so lacking water, it doesn't contain water, okay. So the plant too lacks water. So the green plant, they grow slowly and eventually they will die. So if I told you who can explain the results, analyze the experiment in plants 1 and 2. Analyze the experiment in plant 1 and 2. Who can do this? Let's see. Who can analyze this? Yes, I need new hands other than Lin Khalifi, other than Hassan Ijradi. Yes, Razan, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, can you analyze the experiment in plants 1 and 2?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
After watering plants one, the
Yes,
plants grow tall and green.
very good.
Yet, without water, the plants too will not become. They will become yellow and will die.
Excellent, very good. So focusing on the analysis, Razan mentioned the variable factor. She said with water and without water. So she mentioned the variable factor. So without the water, the plant they can't grow. While with water they can grow normally and they can grow tall and grow green. So in this experiment, we have to indicate the variable factor of this experiment. Hassan Ijradi answered about this. Hassan said that the variable factor is the water. It's present in plant 1 while it's not in plant 2. Compare the aspect of the plant. Aspect of the plant, it means the appearance of the plant. How do they look like? The plants. The plants in 1, they are tall and green. While in plant 2, they are small, they are shorter, and they are yellow in color. Aspect means that the appearance of the plants. How do they look like? Analysis, Razan said, with water, the plant 1, they grow normal, while without water, they grow slowly and eventually they will die. So what is the conclusion here? Conclusion that the green plants, in order to grow, they need an important element. What is this element? It is water. So water is very important for the growth of the green plant. Yes, let's start with this. So indicate the variable factor in this experiment. These are the answers for the questions. So the variable factor is water. Compare the aspects, the appearance of these plants. Plants 1, they are watered, they are tall and green. While plants 2, that are not watered. Here, pay attention. Here we mention the variable factor. So plants 1 are watered, plants 2 are not watered. They are shorter and yellow in color. Analyze the obtained results. So after watering plants 1, they grow tall and green, while without the water, the green plant they become yellow and they will die. So first conclusion for the needs of the green plants, what do they need? Green plant, they need water in order to grow tall and green. So the first important element needed for the growth of the green plant is the water. So water is very important for the green plants to grow tall and green in color. Moving now to the second experiment. Second experiment about green plants and mineral salts. Objective of this experiment is to study the importance of mineral salts for the growth of green plants. As I mentioned before, objective it's the same as the aim and it's the same as the purpose or the goal. So the objective of this experiment is to study the importance of mineral salts for the growth of green plants. Who can give me what is the posed problem? Posed problem. Yes, let's see. What is the posed problem? By raising your hand, please, and don't speak without permission. Yes, I need new hands. Yes, Ali Basma. What is the posed problem? First of all, Ali, before you give me your posed problem, it should be in the form of what?
Question.
Very good. In the form of question. This is the first note. You have to know that the posed problem should be in the form of question. Yes, Ali, your answer is
What is the effect of the mineral salt on plants?
okay. You can do this. It's very good. You can say what is the effect of mineral salts on the plants. Also, you can use the text of the aim. Study the importance of the mineral salts for the growth of green plants. It's correct, Ali. You can say what is the effect. What is the effect? It's 100% correct. What is the effect of mineral salts of mineral salts on the growth of green plants? You can say this, and it's correct on the growth of green plants. And other one will say on the growth of green plants, it's 100% correct. But someone is going to say, I want to use the aim and convert it in the form of question. I want to say, what is the importance of mineral salts for the growth of green plants? Both of them, they are correct. But
Okay.
Ali Basma want to say, for example, I want to say the pose problem. What is the effect of sunlight on the growth of green plant? In this experiment, we're not talking about sunlight, so it's not correct. So you have to see what is the objective and what is the aim in order to give your pose the problem. Sometimes I don't give you the pose the problem. I'll give you some plant, it contains water, and the other plant doesn't contain water. I would say give the pose the problem. So what is the pose the problem? What is the importance of water? One with one plant with water and the other without water. So what is the importance of water? While the aim of the experiment was to study the importance of water. So you can identify, you pose the problem and the aim based on the variable factor. So if I know the variable, the difference between the two experiments, I mention the pose the problem and the aim. They are very similar, but the pose the problem should be in the form of question. We have two plants, A and B. Plant A is placed in distilled water. In distilled water, while plant B is placed in the normal water, with tap water, if you want to say. Tap water, مية الحنفية, for example. Okay? tap water or mineral water as you want. Who can tell me what is special about the distilled water? Yes. Who can tell me what is special about the distilled water? I need new hands. I need new hands. And all these notes are mentioned in the video. So those who watched the video before the session, they got about 70 to 80% of the notes. I need new hands other than Ali Basma, other than Lee Khalifa, other than Razan Sultani. I need new hands. So what do you think about this, Ya Huda? What is special about the distilled water?
Yes, it is a pure substance. It does not have any min minerals.
So there is no mineral salts. Very good. There are no minerals. It contains no minerals. Very good. So this is special about the distilled water. Distilled water contains no minerals. So this is special about the distilled water. Distilled water comes from the AC, if you know. It comes from the AC. So it contains no minerals. While tap water, here we have minerals. So if I told you, Muhammad Fawaz, what is the variable factor in this experiment? In plant 1, distilled water, and plant 2, tap water. So Muhammad, what is the variable factor? Yes, Muhammad Fawaz? Can you hear me? I think Muhammad has a problem. So let's move to Larissa. Larissa Skaiki.
Yes,
Good morning.
good morning.
So what do you think? What is the variable factor in this experiment? In plant 1, we have distilled water containing no minerals. In plant 2, we can have tap water. It contains minerals. So what is the variable factor? Yes. What is the variable factor? Yes, Larissa?
Mineral.
Minerals, very good. So the variable factor is the minerals. Tap water contain minerals. So here we have minerals, here we don't have minerals. So the variable factor is the minerals. So the minerals is the variable factor in this experiment. What do you think, Zahra? What is the difference between these two plants, plant A and plant B? If I told you compare the aspects of the two plants, plant A and plant B, so what is the difference?
Plant A has no minerals.
No, I'm talking about the aspects, meaning that the appearance of these two plants, the shape of these two plants. What is the difference between these two?
Oh, the plant A
Yes,
is not
yes, it's not one. It's not tall, you can say, and the leaves, they are smaller in size.
yes,
Why?
it's not healthy.
Okay, it's not normal, not healthy. It's not normal.
Yes.
Okay?
Uh,
While plant B,
Plant B
yes,
is tall,
tall and
normal.
has normal growth. Very good. This is comparing the aspects of these two plants. So here, let's move first to complete the following table of conditions and results. Always, 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 and always. We have 4 important elements to mention in the table. Number 1, the water. You have to focus on this. Number 2, mineral salts. Number 3, light. And number 4, carbon dioxide in air, which is CO2 in air. And 5th, it's going to be the result. Always you have to draw these 5 elements. What are they? Water, mineral salts, light, CO2, and number 5, which is the result. Yes, Hassan Saleh, your question is? Hassan Saleh, your question is? You raise your hand.
I want to solve it.
Yes. Okay, so first of all, Hassan, you want to solve it. So first, all of them, what is the variable factor in this experiment?
Minerals, salt.
Okay, so if I want to solve this, I want to put plus here and plus here, since water is present in both the plants.
Yes, 2 part A.
Also, light is present in both the plants, A and B. Also,
Yes.
CO2 is present in both
CO2.
plants. But what is the difference? Plant A, it contains no minerals. So what do I put?
Minus.
I put minus. And here, what do I put? Plant B.
Plus.
Very good. So this is regarding the variable factor and the experiment. So I fill it. So first, before I fill this, I have to draw the table, Ya Hassan, using what? Drawing the table using what? Pen?
Variable.
No, drawing the table, Hassan, using what? A pen or a pencil?
Pencil.
Pencil. And I fill it. I write the condition, water, mineral, light, CO2, result, plant A, plant B, and these plus and minuses uses what? Using a pen. So no more pencils, grade 7, unless you draw the table or you draw the graph. And all the elements of the graph and the table should be in pen. And we don't have to forget this legend.
I think the graph.
The graph should be in pencil also, unless you have to write the title, you have to draw it, write it using a pen. Pencil is only for drawing the graph and putting the numbers. Okay, Hassan?
Ustaz, I mean إنه نرسم the graph and pencil.
Yes,
Not
graph should be
this.
pencil. Very good, very good. So here we have to draw the table, you have to put the legend, and also you have to put the title for the table, table of conditions and results. So all of them should be in pen. The results, the green plant in A, they miss, so they grow slowly, they grow small in size. You can write your description, slowly, small in size, abnormal, while plant B, they grow rapidly and they grow normally. So they said, indicate the variable factor in this experiment. So I need new voices here. I want Leah Grayeb. Leah, what is the variable factor in this experiment? Yes, Leah Grayeb. What is the variable factor, Leah?
Yes.
What is the variable factor in this experiment? Meaning that, what is the difference? It's called the variable factor. I need new voices and new hands. Yes, Leah, Laris, Asil Haidar, Maram Salhab, and I need also, we have Muhammad Fawaz, I have Zahra Amal Saad, I need also Fatima Battah. All of you, I need to see your hands. Yes, Asil, can you answer this question?
Mineral
The valuable factor is minerals.
Very good. The variable factor is the mineral salts. It's present in plant B, it's absent in plant A layer. So this is the variable factor. Thank you, Asil. Moving for the analysis. Who can do the analysis for this experiment? Yes, Lin Shibani. Lin Shibani, can you do the analysis for plant A? Or before we move to the analysis, can you tell me compare the aspect, the appearance of plant A and B? Compare the aspects of plants A and B.
Plant A.
Yes. It grows normally or abnormal? It has large leaves or small leaves? This is the aspect, the appearance of these plants. Yes.
It's not really
It has abnormal
green as much as.
While plant B, they have
leaves.
normal growth and it have large leaves. Thank you, Lynn. Moving now to
It has small leaves.
Very good, very good. So moving now to part 3, analysis of the results. So first of all, the variable factor, as Asil Haider said, is the mineral salts. And moving for the second, plant A, that's grown in distilled water. We said distilled water, meaning that, whenever I said distilled water, meaning that no minerals, they are short. While plant B, that's grown in water rich in minerals, so they are tall. Analyze the obtained results. With distilled water, the plant A doesn't grow well, while with the water rich in mineral salts, the green plant or the plant B, it grows fast. So here I mentioned in the analysis the variable. So I said distilled water. So whenever I said distilled water. From now on, it means no minerals. Okay? So you have to pay attention to this. From now on, distilled water, no minerals. So conclusion, the second conclusion for our session, that the green plants, they need mineral salts in order to grow. So in this session, we identified two important elements for the growth of green plants. Who can tell me what are these elements that are needed for the growth for green plants? I need Fatima Baddah. Yes. What are the two elements that we identified them in this session that are important for the growth of the green plants? We identified two important elements. Can you give me the name of these?
Mineral salts.
Mineral salts and the second one. I need Laris. I want to hear your voice, Laris. So what?
Water.
Water, very good. So we have two important elements. So Fatima said that mineral salts is the first one, and Laris said it's the water. Very good. So need to hear Maram Salhab. Maram Salhab, good morning. Good morning, Maram. Maram, hello. Okay, I need new voices. I want to hear Amal Saad. Good morning. And also Amal has a problem in the microphone. Okay, so Ali Khalifi, do you hear me? Ali Khalifi. And let's move to the cousin of Ali Khalifi, Lin Khalifi. So if I said distilled
Yes,
water, what,
yes.
Ali, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, Ali. So what is the meaning of distilled water? It contains minerals, well, it contains no minerals. Distilled water.
Minerals.
It contains minerals, distilled water?
No, not minerals.
No minerals. So whenever you say distilled water, meaning that no minerals. So these are important notes for our session for this week. Next week, we'll continue about the plants, which is our new chapter.
Is that?
Yes?
Should we do the note?
I'm going to talk
Should we
about
write
the
the
notes. I'm going to talk about the notes. Do you have any question about the session, Hassan? Ali?
No.
Okay, great.